Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to this Shabbat in the middle of Passover or Pesach. Reach out and take a moment to offer yourself a blessing. As we know, we always talk about houses as places of gathering for the Jewish people and for all people indeed. And so we offer this blessing to this house and to each house that you are in as we come together as a community. Amen, amen. May God bless this house with love. Wonderful. I know that your hearts are full, as are your spirits, as we join together on this special Shabbat in the middle of Pesach. And now we light the Shabbat and Yom Tov candles, and we move slowly over as the camera picks us up. And as always, even more so, we say as these Shabbat and Yom Tov candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. And together we say from our souls, Shamor, to guard, V'zachor, to remember. There is so much to guard and to remember during these days of trial and tribulation. That is our responsibility as human beings, and even more so as Jews. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat v'chol hamoed shel Yom Tov. Amen. And we save the Kiddush for later, just before we all sit down to eat or have dessert. We made it out of Egypt, not without trial and tribulation. just like this. We will make it. And so we sing with a little bit of joy. If you're at home, you can clap your hands. You can dance with your partner. You can just sing really loud. Bang on the table. Share in the joy of Shabbat. Lechat dodi, lechat kala, yadadai, 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 b'nei Shabbat, mekabela. Lechat dodi, lechat kala, yadadai, 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 b'nei Shabbat, mekabela. Shamor v'zachor, v'dibur echad, ishmi'ah. Adonai echad, v'shmo echad, v'shem u'tiferet, v'lithilah. Lechat dodi, lechat kal, yadadai, 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 b'nei Shabbat, mekabela. Lekrat Shabbat, v'chuven echad, ki yimekor. Kedem Nisucha Sof Maaseh B'machashava Techila Lechat dodi, lechat kala, yadadai, 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 b'nei Shabbat, mekabela. Lechat dodi, lechat kala, yadadai, 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 b'nei Shabbat, mekabela. Itorari, ki ahore, uri, shir dameri, kevod Adonai, alayich nigla. Lechat dodi, lechat kala, yadadai, 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 b'nei Shabbat, mekabela. Now we would normally open the door for the Shabbat bride. Perhaps tonight's not the best night to do that, but we spiritually and emotionally open our hearts and our arms to welcome Shabbat. Boi v'shalom, ateret Come to the people that He Shabbat to join with us over the next 24 hours. We are given a gift even in this time of challenge. We're asked to stay at home, to stay in place, to not travel, to not go off gallivanting, to stay home, to stay within yourself. The great joy is, it is almost as if we have been asked to observe the great Shabbat. We're home. Let us be with home, to be with family, to be with our Jewish family, and to be with our lives, and to have time to do very little but reflect and live. And that's what tonight's service is about. Not the running for 40 years for the Israelites from Egypt to the promised land, but being here in the land of our promise. And now we divide the opening portion of the service from the body of the service with the Chatzi Kaddish. Again, as I've said in the past, Chatzi means half, and this is a half Kaddish. This is a separator during a service. This is not the mourner's Kaddish. Yet Gadal v'yet Kadash Shemir Rabban Yom HaDivrach Yutei V'yamlech Malchutei V'chayechon V'yomechon V'chayei Nechal Beit Yisrael B'yet hadar, b'yet alev, b'yet halal, shmei dikudesha, b'rihu, le'elam em kol minchata v'yishirata, tushbitata v'nechemata, ta'amiran v'alma, and that takes us to the Shema Uvirchoteha, the Shema and her benedictions. It starts here with the Baruch Hu, the call to worship, and it ends after the Shema with the V'ahavta. It is a section of the service, the second real section after the welcoming. And so we now answer the call to prayer. atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma poteach she'arim, uvitvuna mishane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umsader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem, barakia, kirtzono. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom umevi layla, umavdil bein yom uvein layla, Adonai tzvaot shemo, el chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim, blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'chol nafshecha u'chol me'odecha ve'hayu advarim ha'ele asher Anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha v'shimnantam levanecha v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, uvlechtecha b'derech, uvshachbecha uvkumecha, ukshartam lahot al yedecha, v'hayu letotafot bein einecha, uchtatam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha. Lema'an tizkiru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim le'Elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lehiot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there, except by joining hands, marching together. Yabba bim bim bam, yabba ba bim bam, yabba bim bim bam, yabba ba bim bam, ay 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 ay, yabba ba bim bam, ay 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 ay, yabba ba bim bam. Mi chavocha ba'eli madonai, mi chavocha ledar ba'kodesh, no one hilot osei pele, no one hilot osei pele. Malachut v'charachu b'necha, Okei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, Ze'eli, anu ve'amu, Adonai imlo l'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar, Kifat Adonai et Yaakov,
Chazak mimenu. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Shalom, Ve'amidenu Shomeinu Ephraim. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Shalom, Ve'amidenu Shomeinu Ephraim. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Shalom, Ve'amidenu Shomeinu Ephraim. V'ros aleinu tzedkat shelomecha. V'ros aleinu tzedkat shlomecha. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Shalom, Ve'amidenu Shomeinu Ephraim. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Shalom, Ve'amidenu Shomeinu Ephraim. Yishamu b'nei Yisrael et Hashabbat la'asot et Hashabbat v'tolotam b'ridonah. Beini u'bein bnei Yisrael, oti la'olam b'sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et ha'aretz. U'mayom ha'asheni Shabbat
And now we come to the main body, the main and central series of prayers called Hatfilah, the prayer. And we start with the first two paragraphs of that prayer, which are the Avot and Gevurot, and then we continue in silence until we meet at Shalom Rav, or Oseh Shalom, whichever we choose to do, at the end of these benedictions. And so we begin. Adonai sifetai tiftach, ufi yagiti hilatecha. Adonai, open my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai,
Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu ve'Imoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chazdei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevi Geula Libnei V'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol Atah Rav le'Hoshia, Mechalkel Chayim b'Chesed, Mechayei HaKol b'Rachamim Rabim, Zomech Noflim b'Rofei Cholim, U'matir Asurim, Umekayim emunato lishenei afar, michamocha ba'al givurot, umito melech, melech b'mit umekayeh, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atala hachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei HaKol. Atah Kadosh v'Shimcha Kadosh, U'Kdoshim b'chol yom Hallelujah Selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. We continue in silence. Shalom Am Yisrael Amcha, Asim Le'olam. Shalom Am Yisrael Amcha, Asim Le'olam. Ki atah Lechol HaShalom, Ki atah Melech Hador. Lechol HaShalom, Shalom Yisrael Amcha, Asim Le'olam. לעולם תשים Now we come as we do during every service to our Misha Berach prayer, as we reach out for all those in need of healing, be it physical, spiritual, or emotional healing during these trying days. And while we do not read the list during these weeks, since we cannot be current, we will in future weeks be sending them out with our notices so that the names will appear. But hold all those in your heart in need. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may it be God's will. And now, we spend just a moment with this week's Torah portion, which in fact is different than what you would expect in the normal running of an order of Torah readings. Because it's a festival reading, we go out of order and we go into the book of Exodus, chapter 34, and from the Torah portion, which has a number of wonderful things, I have chosen chapter 34, verses 5 and 6 to read today. Why? Because they are a list of the 13 attributes of faith when we define how wonderful Adonai is. And this reading is done at the beginning of the Torah service on our High Holy Days and other days, usually festivals. And here it comes up as the assigned Torah portion. And so I'm going to read it for you. And what it says, though the print is really small, Vayered Adonai be'anan, Vayityasev imo sham, Vayikra v'shem Adonai, Vaya'avur Adonai al panav, Vayikra Adonai Adonai, El rachum v'chanun, Erech apayim v'rav chesed ve'emet, Notzer chesed la'alafim, Nosei avon v'fesha v'chata'a v'nakeh, lo yenakeh poked avon avot, al banim va'al b'nei vanim, al shleshim va'al ribeim. The Lord came down in a cloud. He stood with Moses there and proclaimed the name Lord. The Lord passed before him and proclaimed, Adonai, Adonai, the Lord, a God compassionate and gracious, slow to anger, abounding in kindness and faithfulness, extending kindness to the 1,000th generation, forgiving iniquity, transgression, and sin. Yet he does not remit all punishment, but visits the iniquity of fathers upon children and children's children, upon the 3rd and the 4th generations. It is a list of the wonderful statements of God. It is a God who we have chosen to define in these ways. It is up to us to prove them to be true, to believe in them, even in these days of tribulation. But we are in the middle of Passover, a time almost second to none in the history of the Jewish people, all the way back to the defining moments that created who we are. We were at the foot of the mountain, and God shared this with Moses in this portion, even as Moses created the second set of tablets, the second set of the 10 Commandments, because God had required it to be. Let it be the same for us. Let us never lose faith. Let us never lose compassion. Listen to the attributes we give to a God who we claim is our own and who we claim to want to emulate. Even now, especially now, in times of challenge. Listen again to the list of the attributes. Compassionate, gracious, slow to anger, abounding in kindness and faithfulness, extending kindness, forgiving iniquity, transgression, and sin. What do we do when it is our opportunity to emulate and be like God? Careful, not God-like. We cannot be gods, even in our own minds. But we can be like God in how we behave. And it is upon us, it is our job, our responsibility. We accepted it at the Mount when we accepted the Aseret HaDibrot, the 10 utterances, the 10 statements of faith. We accepted those responsibilities. Not just to say yes, but to do yes. Here is a list of who we need to become. That is our challenge. That is our job. May we rise and meet the test as we as a country and as a people will rise to meet the test of this virus that is impacting all of us. We can look at the dark side of all of it, or we can dig through and find what's positive and what can be good. We all celebrated Seder's just a couple of nights ago. I hope that you took a look at the Seder and said, well, here's things that we can't get our hands on for the Seder this year. Here's things that we cannot do. We don't have a group. It's just 2 of us sitting here doing it. But I hope that you thought deeply about what you couldn't have that was a tradition and how you could replace it. And more importantly, did you take a look at the Seder, the service, and the foods, and the opportunities and the traditions? And did you say, here's why they have meaning? Not just, how do we do it again when we can't do it this time? But did you really think about an opportunity to think about what it is that we do every year, what we do every Shabbat? Let us rise. Let us be better than the circumstances we are in. That has always been our view. That is why we chose, as Israelites, to run from Egypt to a better place, to a better land, to a better life. All of that was to open the door for us to become better people. Let us rise and meet that test. And let us see the coronavirus is something we will defeat. And we will come out of it as better people, as better Jews, as better human beings. Again, Ken Yehi Ratzon. May it be so. Amen. We now continue with the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon ha'kol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, לגור עלינו כהמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד ארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת זו בגובי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו פסולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום בשמות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, בשמיים ממעל והארץ מתחת אין עוד, ונאמר דהיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו we look at our yahrzeit list, we see the names. It brings us thoughts, moments of joy, and moments of sadness. So we remember those who have passed in years before on this date, whose yahrzeits occurred this weekend. We also think of those who died at the hand of the oppressor, including over 1.5 million children, for whom it is our responsibility to recite Kaddish. And so, we spend just a moment in silence as we look at the names on this list, and we remember. Gadal v'et Kadash Shmei Rabbah, V'olma Tigrach Chirutei Yamlich Malchutei, V'chai Echon V'yom Echon V'chai Yedechol Beit Yisrael, V'agalah U'vizman Kariv V'imiru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach L'olam U'lom Maya, Yitbarach V'yishtabach, V'yitba'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar V'yitalel, V'yitalal Shmei Dikucha B'richu, Le'elam in kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran ba'alma v'miru amen, Yehei shlama rava min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'miru amen. Useh shalom v'mamav, Uya useh shalom, aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'miru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen. Bless our lives, our children and our families. Bless all of those who have lost their way. Bring peace to all who seek the world of beauty. Give blessings, God, to all these today. Amen. Amen. May God bless His house with love. May God bless our house. Amen. Amen. And as we conclude this service, observing Shabbat and Chol HaMoed, Pesach, things change a little bit, and it's voila, motzi, matzah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu. What did I do? Oh, I'm not thinking. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread, matzah. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. And you take a piece of matzah and we do that. So, we come to the end of our service. And I wish you all great blessings. And with that, we have a drink. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, orei pri hagafen. Amen.